Quite extraordinary, this stat, isn't it? That you let it go at 144 and it only gets to the batsman at 112.
You see, that's amazing. Look at this, 144 kilometres out of the hand. By the time it reaches the batsman, 111k. Here, we're just going to compare. This was Pat Cummins yesterday. Bowled a similar length, a similar delivery. Went from 143 to 109. So this one, the pitch was a little bit slower. And then today, just about the same spot, 144, and that went down to 111. So a couple of kilometres an hour quicker already this surface today.
So the red ones are his dot balls, and the coloured balls, or the yellow and the green, are the ones he scored runs off. But the thing that stood out to me is just how compact he's been. He's really played the ball nice and late, waited for the ball to come in and hit the ball right underneath his eyes so he can control the timing of the shot. You can see most balls in between that 1 to 2 metre range.
David Warner, 101 off 183 balls. Nice mix of strokes all around the ground.
Sprinting between the wickets, you know that he's brought the right mindset out to the middle.
The wicket, I think, is crucial right now. That's where I want him, even further in. Bring him in a bit more, get him underneath. I want him to breathe on the
just
batsman.
Behind square, just behind at that 45 degrees, leg gully.
Get him in real tight. Looking better though.
Have a look at this. We talked about relentless pressure that you hear us talk about, and no short, wide ones, no real full ones on the pads. And for any youngster out there, this is how you do it.
Yeah, it's just consistent channels, whether he's wide of the crease like that one, gets extra bounce, a bit closer there, mid-crease, it's just that length, a bit closer to the stumps.
Plays it so late. You can see how many beautiful shots he's played. So these are the runs he's scored. The yellow ones are runs scored, and those green balls are the boundary balls. And he's hit a number of boundaries through the offside by just playing it so late. You can control the timing and the placement of the shot. Let's see if he can get to his 100.
It's a magnificent century from Babar Azam. We've seen the front foot cover drivers, but he goes as equally as aesthetically pleasing off the back foot as any of those guys.
Fabulous 100 for David Warner's 23rd Test century. Interesting to have a look at where he's been scoring today. Just 4% of his runs have come in the V, lowest percentage for any of his 23 centuries.
Early in his innings, he's playing on the front foot there, keeping those good balls out. But I don't want to focus on those too much. The ones I'm really interested in are the ones back here. Now, this is a lot of balls that he let go through to the keeper, and especially early in his innings. He actually let go 46% of his first 50 balls at the start of his innings.
And this is to the right-arm bowlers, to Stephen Smith as well.
So it's funny, every time there has been a ball that's gone in that box, he's actually showed a lot of respect to it. So that's where they just need to try and group more balls into that area where he has to defend.
This is something very, very special. The way he started off, like you said a little while ago, early on in his innings, he was very cautious. Outside off stump, he knew where it was. And obviously, getting 300 runs is a massive ask. That shows his fitness, that shows his commitment, and of course passionate. And Warnie just said that he wasn't doing well. He didn't do well in England. Before that, he's been through a lot.
We're talking about with Nathan Lyon about where to bowl. And we talked about just the inside of Tim Paine's right foot is as straight as you want to get. Anything on the line or just outside is the right length and the right line. And have a look at that. That is exactly where he's meant to bowl. You can see that line that we drew there just in the inside of Tim Paine's right foot. And when he got it, that's as straight as he wants to be. And when he got it outside that on the right length, have a look at this and how much he really upset the batsman. There was bat pad half chances, there was slip catches, there was missed stumpings like this. So when Nathan Lyon's bowling in this sort of form, he's very, very hard to play.
But that's the visual down the ground. 3 catches, close catching, a bit on and a bit off. And you go around, there's that one at square leg here, just behind. Put him on the boundary, so the batsman's thinking, will the bouncer be coming or not? Might just get his head just going over to the offside, expecting the short ball.
To the scoring zones for Shah Massoud in this particular innings. He's made a nice half century and he scored a lot of runs on the leg side. As you can see here, he's really controlled the ball well. The Aussie quicks have bowled a lot of short stuff to him. He's played it well. Look how many runs he scored on the leg side. Hardly any on the offside whatsoever. Yeah, you can see 29 runs basically from fine leg all the way around to mid-wicket.